I want to talk about Kody Brown and the fact that this guy is not much of a catch. Now, I know that we say that all the time now. In season 19, we're constantly talking about his whining, his anger, his lying, how poorly he treats his own children, how poorly he treats his ex-wives, all those things. But you know what? This Kody guy was not great for a long time. I recently rewatched season 10 where they went to Hawaii, and this guy was a big old wet blanket the whole trip. The whole trip. So he's complaining the whole time. This is very soon after Ari was born. I think she was only a couple of months old, which one of the few times I'm going to be 100% on Robin's side is when she's like, I don't know if I want to travel, because I don't think I would want to travel for a vacation with 28 people, period, ever, let alone with a young baby, trying to keep to a schedule and all that. Hey, I know some people do it. More power to you. Absolutely. I went to a professional academic conference once with a woman who had a newborn baby, and she presented on volcano magma glacier interactions in volcanic explosions. Total rock star. Probably not going to be me. But anyway, Kody, the whole time we're there, is annoying and annoyed. He's just such a pain in the butt the whole time. This is the same trip where they go to some little coffee bar. And first he's throwing a big fit about Christine called it a bistro instead of a coffee place. And then they get there and he's like, why is everyone driving so back? They're always saying hang loose because everyone's so tight. Why is there no parking? And it's like, because it's a small little, they're several miles away from the beach and everything, miles distance away. It's a small little neighborhood place with a small little tiny parking lot. And he's complaining that they don't have space for his many minivans. Because as he always says, we're such a big family. We're such a big family. We had to rent out an entire corporate retreat. So he's already complaining about that. And then he's like, Mary tries to kind of crack a joke and he's like, you're not being funny. Get out of the way. Caleb and I have to move these cars. And I'm like, geez, Louise. Then he goes inside and is like, I'm a general, everyone. And yes, he's given that general, I'm a military guy speech many times. So if you're thinking, hey, I thought he gave that speech a different time. You are correct. He did. But he goes off about, you don't have to like me, but I'm in charge. Everyone's cooled down. Everyone's eating. Everyone's happy. And he comes in and just ruffles everyone's feathers up and you can tell everyone's really tense. Like, Dad, why do you have to do this? This is also when they had the luau. And he's like, I don't know. Nobody asked my permission to have a luau. I can't even eat anything because they're serving a pig. And that's when we find out that he is once again very loosely appropriating Jewish culture. Not all of it, just one thing. He's decided he doesn't eat pork. He's not going to be kosher all the way across. He's not going to do any of these things. He's just decided that he was going to be more like Jesus. He's not going to eat pork. One thing he picks. And he's just this pain, and he's sitting over there and he's sulking. He's like, nobody asked my permission. And Janelle's rolling her eyes. And they're like, well, then don't go. And he's like, oh, I don't want to be rude. And I'm like, okay, so you're instead going to film this little rant about how the host has very kindly offered to host a whole luau for your legion of family. And I'm just going, why do any of them want this guy? I would be, and it seems like that's how he was for a long period of time. That dude is very similar to season 19 dude. Kind of similar to season 1 dude, definitely it's there, but this guy got worse and worse over the years. And it just makes me wonder, why did Christine fight so hard to fix their marriage? I know it has nothing to do with Kody. It has to do with the covenant they made to their religious beliefs, their children, all of that. I get it. That's why Mary did it. That's why Janelle did it. That's why Christine, whoever I haven't mentioned did it. But, it's just watching some of these episodes. I go, geez, Louise, he's not a good husband, but he's not even a pleasant person to be around. And it just kind of baffles me.